Yo, what's up guys? As you can see, I'm still at it and we're going back to the West. I got a request on my Instagram the other day, and the team that was requested is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, if you want to watch some other videos first, just click the link that's on the left and you'll be taken right to my previous video. Okay, cool. So the Thunder, they started the season with a rather bold move that kind of surprised everyone in the league, I guess, and that was trading James Harden, their sixth man of the year, to the Houston Rockets in exchange for Kevin Martin. Now, there were other guys included as well, like Jeremy Lamb from the Rockets and Cole Aldridge from the Thunder, but I'm not gonna go there right now. Now, with this roster, they actually had a great season, and they were ready to go back to the finals and claim what they really feel should be theirs, and that is nothing less than a championship. Now, to be honest, I don't blame them. With a team like that, they could be contenders every year for a long time. So, things were looking good last year. They finished with the best record in the West, and they got to the playoffs with the first seed. In the first round, they matched up against their former sixth man of the year, James Harden, and his current team, the Houston Rockets, and everything was going good. They went up, well, they built up a 3-0 lead, but in that third game, Russell Westbrook got injured. Now, that was a huge setback for them. They lost 2 games in a row. They were able to win the fourth game eventually, so they went on to the second round where they faced off against the Memphis Grizzlies. And they won the first game, and everyone's like, okay, we got this at school. We still got Kevin Durant. But they lost 4 games in a row after that, and they got eliminated from the playoffs. Now, probably if Westbrook didn't get injured, they would have gotten much further, I guess. They could have as well been in the finals, or maybe even have won the championship. Now, so they didn't really have a reason to change it up that much. But let's just take a look at what exactly went down this summer in Oklahoma. First up, they signed 2 rookies. The first one is Andre Robertson. He was selected by the 26th pick by Minnesota, but eventually he ended up in Oklahoma with a little detour past Golden State. Robertson was selected Defensive Player of the Year in the Pac-12 in college last year. And it's great they were able to add another guy like him. You know, he's a very good defender, and with an extra guy like that, that gives you a pretty solid rotation with Ibaka, Perkins, and another guy, Steven Adams. Now, who is Steven Adams, you ask? He was their 11th pick this year, and he's a 7-footer, almost 260-pound guy. And he actually won a Rookie of the Year award already, but that was in the New Zealand League, so let's see if he's actually able to contend for the NBA version of that prize. So, with those 4 guys, that gives you a pretty interesting front court rotation, you know, combined with the back court they already have. That should be an interesting rotation in general. Now, other guys that they signed were Ryan Gomes, a role player that played for the Clippers lastly in 2012. They also re-signed Derek Fisher. You know, he's probably the much-needed veteran presence that they needed. And they participated in 1 trade, which was, you know, a bigger trade as well. Not exactly for them, but let's see what happened. They traded Kevin Martin to Minnesota in a 3-team trade with the Bucks and the Timberwolves, obviously. Luke Rittenauer from the Minnesota Timberwolves went to Milwaukee, and the Thunder, they got the rights to a European player who's already 30 years old and is probably never going to set foot in the NBA. They got those rights from Milwaukee, but I guess that move was mostly to get some salary off their payroll. And at last, they waived DeAndre Liggins, a guard, who reportedly was accused of domestic violence, so that could have made it easier for them to target someone to get off their books as well. Okay, cool, so let's have a look at what their roster looks like. If everyone is healthy this year, this is what their starting 5 would probably look like. You got Russell Westbrook, Thabo Sefolosha, Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, and Kendrick Perkins. And on the bench, you've got guys like Daniel Orton, Hasheem Thabeet, Perry Jones, Ryan Gomes, Derek Fisher, Steven Adams, Nick Collison, Henry Robertson, Jeremy Lamb, and Reggie Jackson. So like I said earlier, except for James Harden, they still have that same group of guys together that went to the 2012 NBA Finals. And all their stars, all their starters are still very young. Westbrook, Durant, Ibaka. They're still very young. They're very durable players. They can carry a lot of minutes every game, so their bench doesn't need to be that deep. Okay, Westbrook got injured now, but that was kind of a freak accident, so it wouldn't be really because of stamina problems. But I'm not saying that they don't have any quality on their bench. There's one guy on there that I do think could be of much value to them, and that is Jeremy Lamb. They got them from the Houston Rockets when they traded James Harden over there, and in my opinion, he didn't get that much playing time last year. Okay, you got Kevin Martin on your roster, but still, I do think Jeremy Lamb could really develop into a player that nicely complements Westbrook and Durant. Maybe even become their go-to guy of the bench, their new sixth man. So he probably won't be able to help them forget James Harden, because he wasn't a lifetime sixth man, I guess. But still, I do think Lamb has a lot of potential, and if they are able to give him that bit more experience, give him a bit bigger role, I'm sure he won't disappoint them. So will the Thunder be back in the playoffs? Of course they will. Will they get back to the finals? I don't know. There's so much competition now in the West. We'll have to see, but they will definitely be able to reach the finals. If not this year, probably one of the coming years, if they're able to keep that core group together, especially Westbrook and Durant. You can always build around that, and they'll be good to go for a couple of years. I don't see one of them leaving earlier than when they would retire, except for if they haven't won a title before that. So we'll have to see what happens this season, but especially seasons after this. Okay, that was it for the Thunder. Thank you so much for watching once again, and next video will be on the Utah Jazz, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back soon with some more videos on the NBA. Peace out, guys.